In this program, some of the best chefs in the world reveal their hidden meals that have earned world-class quality. By sharing their secrets behind his cooking, we can get an inside look on how the great meals are created. Welcome to Too Many Chefs. In this episode, we have a ride in Italy, the country famous for its pasta, pizza, and crazy hand gestures. Today's dishes are really quick and easy to make, leaving you more time to sit down and enjoy them with your friends and family.
Hi, today we'll be making a simple but delicious Italian appetizer, tomato and basil bruschetta. Now for this you could use any bread your local supermarket has to offer. In addition to bread, we're going to need tomatoes, red onion, garlic, fresh basil, olive oil and salt and pepper. We'll start off by cutting the tomatoes. Now, I've already washed everything beforehand, so we don't have to bother with that. Now, make sure to don't cut them too small, but not too big either, so that they fall off the bread. There we go. Now, unlike the tomatoes, the red onion needs to be cut very finely. You don't want to take a bite and feel a big chunk of red onion. So you just want that kind of spiciness sort of that the onion provides. There we go. So you don't need a lot, just a little. Put everything in. Let's move on to the garlic. Now, depending on the size of the garlic, you probably want a clove or two. I'm just gonna go with one. And again, very small. Now for the basil. Now, it's very important to use fresh basil. I can't stress it enough. Not dry, but fresh basil. And again, cut it very small, very finely. Every bite needs to have a bit of basil in it. There we go. And look how the colors resemble the Italian flag like that, with the red, green and white. Beautiful. Olive oil, probably use about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And finally, salt and pepper. Now, adjust to your taste. You can start off by adding a little and adding more, because you can always add more, but you can't take away, so keep that in mind. Time for the bread. Put a little olive oil into a bowl like that. don't hesitate to use a lot actually. You can really soak them in the oil like that. Alright, let's put them in the oven. You're gonna sit in there for roughly 5 minutes at 200 degrees. They smell amazing. So for the fine part, put the mix on the bread. Like that. Alright then, so now we're finished, and yeah, that's how you make Italian tomato and basil bruschetta.
So there you have it, an appetizer that is both quick and easy to make. Serving this to the meal at a party is guaranteed to impress your guests and get you complimented on your cooking. Stay tuned for more tasty Italian recipes.
Hi, and welcome to probably the most important course in the entire dinner, the primi, or the first main course. Now that your guests have the first taste of Italy, they are now longing for the real deal. Today we will be making pasta with gratinated tomatoes. I've already prepared all the ingredients. Here's what you need: 250 grams cherry tomatoes, a half of a deciliter olive oil, a half of a teaspoon salt, a pinch of freshly ground black pepper, grated Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs, and 175 gram pasta penne. The first thing you should do is to put the oven on 225 degrees Celsius. Take your cherry tomatoes and chop them up in half. Make sure you wash them thoroughly first. Now it's very important, and I can't stress this enough, that your tomatoes are fresh, ripe, and of high quality. Being such a key component in the dish, they could ruin it all if they aren't top. I first found out about the dish when I was visiting a friend in Italy. It's a relatively quick and easy dish to make, and it goes great with a glass of red wine. Next, what you do is you take an oven-proof fork. Put your tomatoes in. Add a touch of olive oil. Add a bit of breadcrumbs. Something like that. Next, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top. Can't have enough cheese. Beautiful. Okay, and then salt and pepper. Just a pinch of salt. Put it right in the middle of the oven and let it sit there for about 20 minutes. Now, while we wait for the oven, let's cook the pasta. Match the time with the oven. Follow the instructions on the package. This you cook for about 11 minutes. And take a cooking pot. I always just add a little bit of water in the bottom. And then take the rest in a kettle. It's much more efficient and it's quicker. So 175 grams is about this much. Now we just wait for it to boil. Yeah. Okay. Now the oven should be done. Smells delicious. Mix the pasta. There, all done. If it feels a bit dry, you can always add a little bit more water. Serve with Parmesan cheese.
We have some minced beef and some minced pork. We want to do a mix of these two, which is typical for an Italian course. We all know that an Italian course wouldn't be what it is without a ton of garlic. So, I'm going to put in 1 garlic clove in this dish. There you go, and you just... Blend it with about 3/4 of mascarpone, if you know how to open it, so to speak. Season it with a pinch of pepper. And sprinkle some salt. It doesn't matter how much, really, just put some in there. There you go. We're going to go in and give this a good squid chop. So let's go. Just take out all your glasses on it. Just like this. Now, the question is, how do you like your balls? Do you like big balls? Do you like small balls? It's perfectly fine to like big balls if you want to. I'm going for golf balls sized kinda, but you can have whatever you want. I'm just rolling my balls. Now, you want your balls at the same size. And just repeat this process. You need to roll them on the palms of your hands. That way, you get them evenly sized. Great, now we will begin with the vegetable stir. I'm going to chop these fennels into thin slices. Slice the garlic. Sizzle the fennel and the garlic. Pure the crushed tomatoes, about 200 grams. And let it cook for 5 minutes. That is the sound you want. You really want them to sizzle. Just put all of the meatballs in the pan. Now, it's very important that you get a good color on these meatballs. Because it's a bowl and you want to keep it bowl shaped, you will have to turn around it 2 or 3 times to keep an even color of the meatball. Let's put all the meatballs in here. And this is how you make classically amazing Italian meatballs.
Oh, are you recording? Alright. Hi, my name is Carson McGuigan, and today I'm going to show you how to make a lemon panna cotta. Panna cotta means cooked cream in Italian. It can be flavored with all sorts of aromas and even booze, but be careful to not get guttered. You can make low sugar panna cotta or panna cotta with no sugar at all. It's very adjustable. You can use different sugar substances like honey, chocolate, syrup, or just some fruit puree. I found this dessert when I was somewhere out with Florence, Italy, traveling beside the villages. I had my goat named Heki as my travel mucker, but about the morning I woke up at my camp and Heki had disappeared. I spent the whole day searching the hills for him, and I even called police and set up missing posters. Ach nicht faal, I realized that I could not find him. I was clearly cold, crabby, tired. Sad, I walked down to the village and walked into the nearest cafe to eat something sweet. In came a servant girl, spread me with what I wanted to order. I wasn't in the mood of choosing something, so I told her to surprise me, and she did. In the lassie came with a panna cotta, a lemon panna cotta. When I tasted it first, I felt lucht. I was in heaven. I almost forgot about Heki, and since then, I held panna cotta close to my heart, lucht my old brave mucker Heki. For this recipe you'll need 3 deciliters of double cream, half a lemon, 1 pomegranate, gelatin sugar. For the topping you can let your own creative mind take over and choose many different things. I decided to go with some pomegranate. I really like the fresh flavors the pomegranate and lemon create combined, and the colors of red and yellow reminds me of the sunset. So really, now you're gonna see how to make this. So you start by pouring 1 deciliter of gelatin sugar to a reed-sized saucepan. So we measure it up and around there, 1 deciliter. Drop it down there. Now we take the lemon and cut it in half. Really choose a sharp knife de gör det bäst. Great. You only need the half of the lemon, so the other one you can put away. Now take a rasper and rasp the lemon zest into the saucepan. And really, you need all of it. Alright, something like that. We put away this for later. And now it's time to take 3 deciliters of the double cream, pour it down to the pan. Open this baby up and here we go. Yeah. Great. We have to boil it up and let it boil for around 30 seconds. But first, this lemon, we just squeeze out everything. Be careful so that no seeds came in. So, great. Now we have let this cream cool a bit, and here's the separation type. The fat in the double cream has the tendency to lay itself over the lemon juice. So to prevent this, you have to let this cream cool down and then stir it once more. Now we can just pour it down to this glasses I prepared here. Just look at this color. It's fine. So now you have to put them to the fridge for at least 1 hour. Alright, so 1 hour has passed, and while you were gone, I just took the seeds from the pomegranate, and placed them to this bowl. And the way I did this was that I cut it in half and then beat the crap out of it. But first you have to loosen the edges so that everything can fall down easy. So let's take out the lemon panna cotta that's been in the fridge for 1 hour. So now let's combine the yellow of the sun with the red of the sun, and it will be a sunset. We just pour some down here, and this wheat crap you can just throw it away. You don't need it. It tastes sour, but it's red in the seeds. It's very sweet. That. You know, with the dessert, it's always funny to make it. And I used to say that you save the best to the last. The dessert is nearly like the top best thing about the meal. So, I'm finished. And that's how you make lemon panna cotta. So let's eat.
Thank you for watching our show, Too Many Chefs. And as always, like, comment and subscribe. See you next week.